everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootsteps2peace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. So I went ahead and started shuffling for this new moon in Virgo, and two cards came out. Communication is key, and looking at the bigger picture. We do have with Mars in Gemini, and we have all this energy now in Virgo, the new moon in Virgo, the sun in Virgo. We just had Mercury transit out of Virgo. It is going to go in retrograde on September 9th back into Virgo. Gemini and Virgo are both about communication. It is ruled by Mercury. So with that said, we want to be mindful of like tricky conversations. We're waiting on some type of information, maybe information that hasn't come in yet, and making sure that we're not getting fights and arguments with other people. We need to look at the bigger picture here. Listen, you guys, our lives as we know it is now said and gone. It is dead and gone. Remember that. Everything before this time is off the table, okay? That means you need to let go of what no longer serves you. And I don't mean that lightly. I mean, let go of relationships that no longer serve you. Let go of jobs that no longer serve you. Let go of dynamics that no longer serve you. If you're still trying to hold on to your comfort zone, I will tell you that you are going to be the most uncomfortable out of everyone else. While everyone else is out there living their new lives, you're still going to be stuck in the paradigm of the old life. And you're going to be repeating cycles, and nobody's going to be there with you. You're going to wonder where all your friends went, where everybody that you thought that you could count on went. Well, guess where they're at? Their new life. And you're not in it. Why? Because you're still doing the same thing over and over and over again. So looking at the bigger picture, that is what we need to do. Listen, this is about aiming high. A lot of us, we don't know where the fuck our lives are taking us right now, but we need to be willing to go on the journey. We need to put it out there. The universe is trying to communicate with us, and we need to stop and listen, okay? So with all this mercurial energy, it's like we're doing a lot of talking, but we need to do a little bit more listening, and we need to start making changes. Yeah, I just said changes, and what is that card just came out? Adjustments are required. We need to adjust the way that we're looking at things. We need to adjust our surroundings. We need to adjust the people that we are contacting. We need to adjust a lot of different things. Bottom of the deck, we've got the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. So whatever information that you are waiting on to come in, it will come in, but there's going to need to be some adjustments in order to make this fair and balanced. For some of you, you're dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius, or you have those in your chart. With that said, this is about I want to say, like, for some of you, you're waiting on some type of maybe court documents. You could be waiting on some type of, something that has to do with maybe passports, or maybe for some of you, you're trying to, get a visa to go to another country. You're waiting on this. And the reason why I say that is because we have Sagittarius here. Sagittarius is about foreign places, foreign people, and foreign lands. For some of you, you're getting pushed out of your comfort zone because maybe it's time for you to travel. I know for me, that's what I'm dealing with right now is I need to travel. And the universe is saying, go the distance. It's time for you to do something other than just sitting in your house, which for me, I'm a homebody. I don't like being out and about. So I've had to adjust my comfort zone to go with where the universe is taking me. And as I said, with the, not being in these comfort zones anymore, it can be very, very scary. With that said too, you guys, this is about, honest communication. We need to be honest with whatever it is that we are saying to ourselves and whatever we are saying to other people. Honesty is key, because if you're not honest, Mercury retrograde is going to come around and liars, cheaters, and thieves get caught. Remember that. So you need to adjust, I've always said, you know, if you tell a lie, it goes into the past. If you tell a lie, it goes into your future. If you tell the truth, it goes into your past. So keep that in mind, because liars, cheaters, and thieves are going to get caught, and justice will be served at that time. Okay. So keep that in mind. If you're cheating, if you're lying, you know, and any one of those things, it's going to come out. Why? Because Mercury's now in Libra and transiting back into Virgo, into its natural home sign. So keep that in mind. So I hope that whoever it is that I'm talking to right now, you're being completely honest. If you're not being honest, you know, about the job that you're keeping, God, I hate my job, but then you go in and put a smile on your face. The universe is, you can't lie to the universe, okay? There's no faking it till you make it with the universe. So keep that in mind, you guys. Let's like start changing things around. We don't have to do, you know, stay in the same situation anymore. 9 of Wands. For some of you, you are exhausted. You're continuing to persevere, but you're exhausted. You're battle worn. You know, this full or new moon in Virgo is kicking your ass, right? So the challenge here is this Ace of Pentacles. These are new opportunities and new pathways. And this is something that can get you to where you need to go, that's going to be practical and tangible, that's going to be worth your energy. The problem is you're exhausted. You're trying to protect all the things that you've worked so hard for, while the universe is saying, let it go. Trust me. We're trying to tell you where we're going to take you next, but you can't. It's almost like you can't take, you know, if your hands are full, you can't take on anymore, right? Well, here, you need to release whatever that is so that you can accept this opportunity. And this is the opportunity of a lifetime, whatever pathway this is. Maybe it's a pathway to a new career. Maybe it's a pathway to a new home, maybe a new state, maybe a new country. Wow, we've got the 5 of Swords. So this is walking away from what no longer serves you. This is not, you know, this... And that's why you're battle worn. You know, for some of you, you've had to walk away from conflict. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of arguments. You know, maybe you're tired. And that's what this is talking about. You know, not being able to communicate your truth. You know, it's really sad nowadays. It's like, you know, when somebody tells you the truth, we're sent here to bash. You know, everybody's here to bash your truth. They're not actually listening to the truth that you're telling. They're just bashing whatever scenario they don't like about it, right? So it's like they're not actually putting forth any actual truth to what they're doing. They're just using it to fuck with you, okay? And that's what we've been doing everybody's been doing on social media. You know, we've been doing this, you know, about just everything in general, and it's really shitty, especially all the stuff that comes up in the world. We've got the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Cups here. You know, there was some type of a surprise opportunity that came through in the past. And because of that, you're battle worn. You know, maybe for some of you, you know, this is maybe a surprise apology. Somebody tried to come in the past and apologize to reset the scales, but unfortunately, that apology was not accepted. And that's only going to be for a few of you. For others of you, you know, you've had to walk away. A new opportunity that was much sweeter came through in the past, but it's asking you to walk away from anything that is not of that right now. 2 of Wands. We've got the world in the palm of our hands now, and there is opportunities and choices that need to be made. And this is what's on your mind. For some of you, I did say traveling the world. Maybe for some of you, you're, you know, whether that's traveling to another country, or you're, you know, traveling to, you know, places, going back to places you haven't been in a long time. You know, but this is also about what are you going to do in the future? What is it that you're passionate about for your future? This new moon in Virgo is going to ask you to get realistic. 6 of Pentacles. This is about give and take. This is about, you know, not having to beg. This is about, you know, people being there and, being generous. You know, maybe that's for some of you, you know, generous. Maybe you needed money and they gave you a loan. You know, maybe this is just, you know, for some of you, this is, how do I want to say? I'm getting a message out of this. And funny enough, look, we got the scales here now twice. We got the scales of balance here, and we've got the scales of balance here. I'm trying to like figure out what the heck they're trying to say, but I'm going to go ahead and keep shuffling and it'll probably come back to me. All right, we've got the Five of Pentacles. So you go from the Six of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. This is you feeling left out in the cold. This is you having to walk away from what no longer serves you anymore. And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes when we walk away, that's when justice is, the scales of the justice can be rebalanced. Okay, maybe it's like you're overgiving or, you're overpaying for something. Maybe you move into a place, right? And they're charging you this outrageous amount of money, but yet they're not willing to fix anything. Or the landlord keeps treating you like shit. Those scales are still going to be tipped. Yeah, you got a nice place to live, but if you're constantly always having to deal with drama and bullshit, that's not really where you're supposed to be. So you could have the nicest fucking landlords, but they don't take care of anything, So it's like we have to walk away from places. If it's not worth the value, then yes, you're only losing one pentacle, but here it is. The challenge is you're going to get it back and you need to see the opportunity that's right in front of you. So again, there's the adjustments being required. You have to adjust to this new energy. There's no getting around it. And for those of you who are trying to stay within your comfort zones, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work, okay? Because that's an injustice to yourself. Eight of Swords, feeling like you're in a mental prison at this time. You feel all tied up and bound, and maybe it's because of this Five of Pentacles here, not knowing what to do. Now that you've had to walk away from something, you're feeling stuck. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's just mentally. I love what's going on over here, but what's going on over here, it's like, oh, because I had to let this go. It's almost that victim mentality, and it's like, yeah, shit happens and we all go through it. I mean, I just went through a fucking whirlwind last week and I don't really share the things that I'm going through a lot of the time, and maybe I should. I do share some things, but the bigger things I like to keep to myself because I don't want everybody's fucking input, right? So I only tell the people that need to know. And yeah, deep down inside, even though I'm going through the motions, sometimes it does make me feel like this Five of Pentacles, like all the things that I've worked so hard for, why can't they just be, in alignment with what I'm doing? Because for me, I'm like, I'm only asking for the bare minimum, and maybe that's the problem. I need to ask for more, and maybe that's what your issue is. You need to ask for more. And that's what it's saying. Think bigger, okay? If you're just asking for the bare minimum, I'd love to have a couple $1,000s in my bank account. Maybe ask for $1 million, okay? And think bigger so that you can expand into that energy. A lot of people, we are, and I've been one of them, I am guilty of that, of asking for just the bare minimum. And the universe is asking us now to expand that because everything is possible. Wow, look at this. We got the Magician, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. The Magician is all about magically manifesting all of these things into our lives. We have all the tools to create the life of our dreams, but the magician can also be the trickster. The trickster can come in and steal your money. It can steal your time. It can steal your thoughts. It's all about smoke and mirrors, right? So be mindful. And also Mercury is the Magician. And the outcome is the Hierophant. So this is definitely like having God universe in our reading, and it is about lessons. It is about, looking to a higher power. For some of you, like I said, you're waiting on some type of information coming from a hierarchy of some sorts. So whether that's a loan that maybe you were trying to get, or you were, a passport, like I was saying, these are all hierarchies that we're dealing with. Government officials, banking institutions. If you're trying to get a loan, for some of you, you are trying to get a loan. I do see that as well. For others of you, I do think that you are going back to the past, okay? Maybe you're seeing people from the past, people you haven't seen in quite some time. But these people are here for you now. They're here for you to go through whatever these trials and tribulations are, okay? So I feel like no matter what, I feel like these people are sent here to help you. Other people that you have been trying to reach out to that haven't been able to be there for you, they're not supposed to be. And I think that we kind of get a little bit too locked up in that. And that's why it's also asking you for you to look at the bigger picture. Also, what I'm getting here is ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. That is one of your biggest lessons. By asking for what you need, you're going to be able to manifest it that much easier. And you're going to have to be in alignment with that heart chakra, right? So I do feel like, you know, for a lot of us, this is about, you know, business strategies. This is about, you know, for some of you, you know, family. You know, I am getting funerals here for some reason, and I don't usually get that, but with the Six of Cups and the Hierophant, I'm getting, you know, funerals, you know, family, dealing with family. So we got the Raven here. The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. Pay attention to these synchronicities, okay? We've got the Chickadee here. The time is right to release old patterns and energies. You are ready to embrace change. And let's get another one from the birds. Pay attention to the feathers as well. Turkey. You know what turkey represents is the harvest. And the harvest is Virgo. And it says, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. This is the perfect card for Virgo season. This is about, you know, Aries was the seed that we planted, okay? And harvest time is you know, end of August into September as we are moving into fall. Bottom of the deck, we've got the peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. We do have that South Node in Scorpio, so we did have that grand cross at that full moon in Aquarius 2 weeks ago. We had Saturn in the full moon in Aquarius. We had Mars, the North Node, and Uranus all in Taurus. We had the Sun in Leo, and we had the South Node in Scorpio. So this is about massive, massive changes. And these are the lessons that we need to learn. So for some of us, we're having to go back to the past so that we can move forward in our future. You know, all in all, I feel like this new moon in Virgo, even though it is extremely fucking intense, you know, because we do have Pluto as an active player, and, you know, we've got wars ramping up, and we've got all this other shit that's going on behind the sidelines. But this is our new life now, guys. And it doesn't all have to be doom and gloom and, you know, sadness. We have to get into alignment with our heart center, and anything that is making us crazy, Scorpio, we need to transmute that energy, Aquarius, into something valuable, Taurus, and that goes along with the love in our heart, Leo. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Good luck with this new moon in Virgo. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. If you guys haven't had a chance, check me out over on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and probably a bunch of others that I'm just not mentioning right now, but I'm there. Anyway, I love you all so much. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Take care, and good luck.